Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ahu wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinabah. Allahumma ighfir lana warhamna warda 'anna wa taqabbal minna wa adkhilna al-jannata wa najjina minan nar wa aslih lana sha'nana kullahu. Today inshallah we'll recite an hadith which is hadith number 1902 in Mishkat Sharif, and this is a very important hadith, a muttafaq alayh hadith. And this hadith is showing that one should never ever underestimate any good deed, and nor think that any deed is too little, so why should I do it? Your job is, or your aim is, to do everything which is good, and don't think that how people will look at it, that how little or how sort of underestimate a good deed. And Rasulullah says in one of these that the littlest of all is that you can smile to a Muslim, give any smile to a Muslim. This is Sadaqa. You can take anything harmful in the way, and this is Sadaqa. And you can do anything good which is considered Sadaqa. And this hadith is very important, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive someone who was very sinful. So وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم غفر لامرأة مومسة مرت بكلب على رأس ركعين يلحس كاد يقتله العطش فنزعت خفها فأوتقته بخمارها فنزعت له من الماء فغفر لها بذلك. قيل إن لنا في البعاثم أجرا قال في كل ذات كبد رطبة أجر متفق عليه. Abu Hurairah anhu says, reported that Rasulullah says that there was a lady who was basically not clean, who was not looked at in the society as good, who was having some illicit relation, we should say. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even forgive that lady, and Rasulullah is now telling us that what action she did that Allah forgave her. And Rasulullah says that there was a dog near a well, and that dog was almost dying because of the thirst. So that lady, who was a very corrupt in a sense of her behavior, she did her best. She took her what you call the upper garment, and she tied that with her shoe, put it in the well, bring the water out, and give that water to that dying dog. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved that action so much from that lady that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave all her sin. So, Sahaba become surprised, and Sahaba asked Rasulullah that, Ya Rasulullah, even if we do good deed to an animal, is that gonna be, we will be rewarded? So Rasulullah replied that if you do good deed to anything that breathe, you will get reward for it. So imagine that the deed a person does, he may not realize that this deed has any value. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking your tiniest amount of deed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking to your biggest deed that you are doing. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best of all the judges. He is the best judge. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has all and ultimate power. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love your action. If you have done that action for the sake of Allah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive any sin if He wants to. So in this hadith, the main crux that the Sahaba was asking, that even if someone is good to an animal, is that can be a reward? And Rasulullah says, yes, if you are good to an animal, Allah will reward you too. In another narration, there was a lady who was very pious, but she tied a cat, and she tied it such that that cat died. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not accept all her good deeds, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually punished her. So we have to be very, very careful. Our aim is to just keep doing the good deed and leave the judgment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not judge the deeds of other people, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward everything good you do in this world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding of doing good and keep doing good every second of our life, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.